on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? Response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game and shoot what cities you claim.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Said what you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from? What you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And on this incredible Wednesday, Odin Day. If you didn't know, now you know, and I'll let you know exactly what the days of the week mean. We're here to get this done, to have some fun. And for a lot of you, it's hump day. It's the middle of the week, right before we get a chance to have that sweet treat, which is Fight Night Fridays, right before Thursday. I think I'm going to have my hammer here with me next time. My hammer's right over there. I can look at it. If I could say hammer and it will shoot over here, that will be wild crazy. Yo, you know what I noticed? That they made Mjolnir like an afterthought, like it's relegated to Captain America. Like, really, Marvel Universe? Really? Oh, the critical smoker. Yeah, baby. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You know what I didn't set up today? I was so busy setting up my show that I didn't even set up any water. And the wife is not here. She with the grandkids. But I want to give a shout out to Eric Vaughn. Eric, let's get it. E-Ranks, let's go. Lamont Davis. What is that? Tenchu Camo? That's crazy. Talos Ray, what's going on? Lieutenant Hawk. Yeah, you know you in New York when we do that. That's crazy because you know a New Yorkian when we do that. Like, New Yorkian. Is that really a word? New Yorkian. That's what we call New Yorker. Well, we call New Yorkers, right? I think New Yorkian is better. Like New Yorkers, New Yorkian. I'd rather be a New Yorkian. Sounds like it's mad fun, right? Well, anyway, I want to give a shout out to Manny GL. And is that Iliad? What's good? Now listen, y'all know what today is. Today is Wolverine Skin Day. If you had skins for, oh, I'm sorry, Critical Smoker, I had the PC sound effects off. Let me test the widget right now. Doom. I gave you that one. And I had you donate mad bread too. I had you donate mad bread. I got you, son. Donated mad bread.
Kevin donated $90 through Super Chat. This is a test Super Chat message.
See, Critical Smoker? I had you donated 90 cash. They just do some random numbers too. Like that, like bug out numbers. Dudes be like, yeah! But y'all know what today is. Today is Wolverine Skins Day. You know what I like? I like when PlayStation dudes try to tell me to stay in my lane. Like buddy old pal of mine. I don't think PlayStation is that hot. That's all that is. Like, I don't think she's as cute as you think she is, and I know exactly what she's up to. I've been rocking with Shorty since she was, out there. You know what I'm saying? Since she jumped off the porch. The king has been there. What are you touching, girl? Yo, these dogs touch everything. You good? All right. Since she jumped off the porch, I've been there. But I think PlayStation dudes don't realize that just because the majority of the people may like your product doesn't mean that it's a good product. It just means the casuals have found the marketing to be well. And I just don't think the ecosystem is a place for me to stay. Like, you ever been to a place that you visit and you was like, it's a nice place to visit, but it was not a nice place to stay? When we went to Japan, I literally, if I was In my 30s, I would have stayed in Japan. I wouldn't have came back. I'll be real with you. I would have stayed in Japan. If I was in my 30s, I would have stayed there and figured it out. Because I think in your 30s, like let's say like 29, 30, I think that's the age where you could just go figure it out. Like, I'm going to figure this out. You understand? I think when you're in your 50, I would have to sell my house, send for my dogs, send for my statues. I got things. Like, you acquire things. This is the reason why the rich don't have a bunch of stuff. Like, you really think the rich have stuff? No. Elon and them don't be having stuff. They be having pick up and move stuff. So, like, just get up out of here. So I would have to just sell everything, just go over there and just buy a whole bunch of new stuff. And I started looking for places. But PlayStation to me is like a place like you can go visit, like Atlantic City. I can go visit Atlantic City. I will never want to live there. I can go stay in Atlantic City, a nice hotel in Atlantic City for a little bit of time and just leave. But I saw PlayStation dudes getting upset with me because I wanted to pimp out my PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, y'all know, and this is IGN site, and this is who did this? Chris Reed. You know me. When Spider-Man came out with I like the Spider-Man console. I like the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man console. I like that. I didn't like the Spider-Man console for the PlayStation 5. But I tried to get the wings for it, the covers, for my base. Wasn't able to get it, sold out in minutes. It did whatever it did. So I said, yo, you know what? I'm just going to get the aftermarket joint. My aftermarket joint looked way better. Anyway, today I said I'm going to get the Wolverine PlayStation 5 Pro cover. I waited. I was in the queue. I had it in my cart. It wouldn't check out. Sold out literally in seconds, bro. Then I went over to go get I said, yo, let me get the adamantium color one. Because my joint look basic. Like, people come over to my house and look at my PlayStation 5 Pro, don't even know what it is. Like, oh, it's a PlayStation. Yeah. Nah, that's a Pro, my dude. Like, nah, yeah, basic though. It's like basic. I don't like that. Like, if you look at my series consoles got wraps on them, right? Now, the only thing that's basic in this house from Xbox is my Series S. Because they never gave me no wraps for that, though. Like, why you ain't give me no wraps for the Series S? I don't understand that. I'm going to bring that up to them when I go see them this week. But Marvel's Wolverine's limited edition PlayStation 5 DualSense controller and console covers are up for pre-order. Now, I don't need the controller. I don't play on that console that much. My controllers are damn near brand new. And I brought them when they came out. So my PlayStation base controller, I brought 2 controllers with it, right? You get the one that comes in the box, and I brought an extra one. Never used it. PlayStation 5 Pro. One that come in the box. Next one. Never used it. This time I just got a chance to use it because my son came home. So we was playing Madden, and I was spanking him. Because, you got to give a shout out to EA for getting me the Madden on the PlayStation 5 Pro. We did a whole big expose with Madden, and they sponsored us, and we did a review. Check it out on Iron Lord's podcast. Myself, Lord Cognito, and Lord Forte, Lord Gaming Forte, and we did that. So they blessed us with the max version of the game, not the MVP version, the live service joint, but the game. So I got a chance to use it. But I'm sitting there, and he came home, and he looking at my PlayStation 5 Pro like, nah. Like, when you walk in my house, I want you to be like, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? I want flashy. Like, sorry. I like flashy. I'm a flashy dude. I like flashy. All right, so the controller is now live on Amazon. I don't give a damn about none of these controllers, B. Like, I really don't. But I cared about this cover right here. I cared about it. Like, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get it. $74. Dude just mad that it was $74. I didn't care. Dude just mad that it wasn't yellow and blue, which it should have been yellow and blue and not yellow and black. I get that part, but the fact that I can't get it makes me more upset than anything else. Even sold out, currently unavailable. Like, mad as hell. So I posted, and you had dudes coming at me like, "Oh, I stick over there with Xbox." My guy. You just because you got a whole bunch of physical stuff and you think like PlayStation is your world. I'm him. I've been him. I was importing PlayStation when you was reading it in the magazine. Had it in my house. I was playing it. Like him. I had a PlayStation 2 a year before it even came to the States. Before we were standing online waiting for the midnight launch. I already had a Japanese version in my house. Same thing with the PlayStation 1. Same thing with the PlayStation 3. Yo, I was buying Panasonic GameCubes. Like, yo, really, I'm him. But, like, try to gatekeep, like, get out of here. I'm not one of those content creators that's going to tell you don't buy the opposition. Go buy the opposition. That's the only way that you get a chance to talk about it. You can only see differences. You can see exactly what's good and what's bad. What do you like and what you don't like? And I don't really like a lot of things over there. It just feels really isolated, sterile. I don't like the bar. Like I'm in tune to how Xbox makes things happen. I don't really like the controller. But as a gamer, when a console has exclusive titles and you're interested, it's always best to have the hardware. A lot of you guys would be like, nah, I'm not going to support them. I don't support their shenanigans. Bro, everybody has some form of addiction to something. Some of you dudes are addicted to the gym. Some of you dudes are addicted to food. Some of you girls are addicted to chasing women. Some of you dudes are addicted to chasing men. Some of you dudes are addicted to comic books. Everybody has an addiction. Mine just happened to be video games, right? Tech, new tech, consoles. It's great. It's beautiful. Comic books. Insane. And you marry the two, I'm there. So when I'm seeing dudes talk about Token Fighting Souls is got hacked on PC and they got a jailbreak cracked edition that is playing way better than the PlayStation 5 Pro, and I'm just like, damn, they should have invited Xbox to the party. Had one lame dude say, "Oh, well, why would I invite Xbox to the party where a game only sells 20% on the console?" That's a sale. You the same dudes that's saying, "Nah, I don't sell to a person of your color." Like, weirdo. Like, I don't sell to women. What? A sale is a sale is a sale. Like, they money not good? Our money good as hell. So, again, sometimes people can only afford one ecosystem. Boom. Make the game available. Especially if it's a fighting game. So, I mean, that was my whole upset. I was upset with that. I'm like, I got the game, Goofy, you goofy ass. Like, but again, I'm not having issues playing the game. I'm just seeing once you set it off over on PC, now PC done cracked the code and your game outside butt naked. Oh, wow. And I'm like, damn, man, you should have threw that over to Xbox. You know, if you're going to get out there naked like that, you should have just let Xbox hit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, at least you'd have got some ducks off that. And then also, we play games. I don't ever see, like, well, except for Reforge. Reforge be out here trying his hardest, boy. I be watching him play. He play some games. But other dudes, I don't be seeing them play. Oh, Pasana plays. I got to give a shout out to Pasana. Pasana plays. I see Pasana. I gotta hit up Jay Barry. But Playing games on PlayStation is a one and done affair. You got Wolverine, which is going to come out. And the reason why I chose to support Wolverine outside of the game, with the cover and all that other stuff, because I can get a cover and throw it on my joint, pause. But I was like, I like Wolverine, right? So again, it's a talking piece. Like, people come in, oh, they know you're a Marvel head, yada, yada. Bam, boom, yay, got that. Plus, it supports the studio. Supports the dev. I don't. Supports Sony wallet. But anyway, it shows that the game has some life, and then I'm just looking for more games in the ilk. That's my thing. Like, I just want more comic book games. Give me more comic book games. And I just couldn't support. But one and dones is their thing. So Sony realizes that Xbox actually ships a complete game. Now, if you could take E-Day, right? Look at E-Day. Somebody told me that I compared, Wolverine and E-Day together, and I couldn't compare it. I'm like, why? They're not even the same type of game. I mean, why? You see, let me tell you the differences. Wolverine is a single-player, story-driven narrative game that takes you on a journey with a character from beginning to end. It has a movie-type arc where you pretty much play, watch, play, watch, play, watch, play, and end the game. See the credits. Then you try to do it at a harder level, and they said there's no fetch it quests, none of that stuff. All right, cool. So it's pretty much a basic game for $70. Boom. E-Day, on the other hand, has a story beat where, if you notice, a lot of Gears games, you have cutscenes, but they aren't the majority of the game. So the majority of the game is combat, cutscene, combat, cutscene, combat, cutscene, credits. Bam. Right? Nice story leading you on into the next story. But the thing with E-Day is then you have the PvP aspect of it, where it has a long tail. But you also have, I could play it on harder modes in order to get out greater achievements, right? So you have the same aspect of it when it comes to the campaign part, where Wolverine is just a complete game and it's done. E-Day extends its legs with that whole aspect of the campaign and then walks that over to PvP. Now you have the PvP aspect of it, and that's kitted out for those people that like that. But for those people that like co-op, well, then I guess you could do co-op in main campaign, but as well, see, there's no co-op for my knowledge when it comes to Wolverine. I don't know. After I see it, after I check it out, probably be co-op. But this is where the levels start to change. And I guess that person was right, because they're not the same game. One is a complete game that is made to have you live this live service life, right? So the inception of the game is made in that fashion. You play the campaign, or you could just buy, if you don't even like that, you could just go to PvP. Or let's say you just want to go co-op and do this, the siege mode, the Horde siege mode. There's many different aspects to that game that gives it a long tail that will have it playing up until the day that the next game comes. Sony has been trying to crack that nut. Pause. Like, if you think about it, they've been trying to figure out how to ship a title with single player, multiplayer, and live service connected. They really can't seem to crack that nut. And pause again. Like, you got God of War Ragnarok, and they would do some arena stuff that they would add extra to it to allow you to go back into the game to give some engagement. They did it with Ghost of Tsushima, where they would add raids to it, and you could just have a co-op aspect to it, and people engage that way. But a lot of times, if these games don't ship functionally with these things in mind, they seem like afterthoughts, and they never really well thought out. And that's just after the consumer has already moved on to other titles. So you shipping a title that is not complete in its inception gives it a false reality, thinking that you can come back and have people double back in. That's not how time works with video games lately. Lately, with video games, if you haven't shipped a complete product, then people move on to the next product. Every other week, every other month, there are top tier games that are vying for your time. And in doing so, if you have tack on stuff to it, it kind of goes flat. Well, Sony's been fighting for their life for live service games. If you remember before, they canceled and closed many studios. They canceled 15 games and they closed at least 5 to 6 studios. Now, you would think in this day and age that would be Xbox, but no, to be honest with you, over that whole period of time where Xbox closed 5 studios, PlayStation closed 8 studios. Over that period of time when Xbox got rid of 5 games, PlayStation got rid of 3 times the amount. We're watching them talk out of both sides of their head because Noshino decided that he wanted to double down on live service games after they had just canceled a ton of them. We're still waiting for fair games, minus the dollar signs. Well, today I find out this. Now, y'all remember that Horizon live service games? It just didn't test well from everything that I'm hearing. The PlayStation scaling back the Horizon Live Service PlayStation 5 game as Sony failures continue. And this is brought to you by Push Square and Liam Croft. Guerrilla has until December to impress Sony execs. The new Bloomberg reports claims that Sony has decided to scale back the new Horizon Live Service title, Horizon Hunters the Gathering. If you don't remember Horizon Hunters the Gathering, that game itself was the one where this one right here. You remember, with this girl here. Let me see if we can see this. This is what it looked like. Look like a hot dog crap. I'm gonna tell you this, and I was calling it Horizon Hunters Diversity Inclusion game. If you looked at the game itself, you had the soul brother like no other. You had the big girl that likes to eat food. You had the slim Asian that's on the side, and then you had the Caucasian with the blue hair. That was the most diversified inclusion bullshit that I've ever seen. It's DEI the game. Check it. I mean, like, look at it. See? That's the Asian. That's the heavyset chick. And that's the soul brother. The Asian goes invisible. The big girl just does big girl things. You see? She's the tank of the game. While the soul brother is slick with his jive arrows that he shoots at you. Where the white chick is androgynous, so you don't know what's going on there, with purple hair. And then you had the old guy in there just to get to that old demographic, the old people. You want to make sure that Unc stay in the game. Let me see if they show the soul brother in here. You see soul brother. Okay. Yeah, that's soul brother number 5. Got to stay alive with soul brother number 5. So Jason Schreier says on Blue Sky, as I reported in the past, almost all the Guerrilla Games have been working on Horizon Hunters Gathering, and for the last few years, the mainline single-player Horizon game is still far, far away. The project has not been canceled by Sony, and the meeting staff were told they have till December to impress executives with their next milestone. Jason Schreier reported as a result of this reduced scope, many guerrilla developers have been reassigned to different projects. The project is being evaluated at the end of the year. This was the announcement trailer. Oh, hell no. We're not doing that. That's 9 minutes. We are not doing that. I thought that was the other trailer. Not doing that at all. That's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, I realize that Sony has a huge problem. And the biggest problem is not having the arrogance to not copy. Bro, it's not hard to look over at a successful way to monetize games. A successful way. But it seems to me that their arrogance is, we're Sony, we don't need to give you more, we can give you less, and you will be happy with it. And I'm like, damn, man. Damn. I thought the whole idea, and excuse me if I'm wrong here, I thought the whole idea of a video game from a corporate standpoint, let's say the corporate standpoint, right? I thought the whole idea was to have you as the gamer locked in for as long as possible into that game to get your data so they can sell your data and make more money from your initial purchase. Because if you put 400 hours into a game, that type of data metric actually shows your purchasing, your time, your gaming. You can craft stuff around that. They can market to you. I never understood give them less opposed to give them more. And I think it has everything to do with how the companies are built. When Sony was making the boatload of their money with the single-player story-driven narrative games, Xbox was forced to give more inside of their games. Now, giving more always extended to co-op, buddy, going back to the fun, elbow to elbow. That's why people was mad when Gears didn't have a co-op split screen mode. It's little things like that, buddy to buddy, that makes things go further. So, okay, you have the aspect of online co-op, introducing 4 people, co-op to co-op. Let's make it happen. Then you started doing online siege or online, horde mode or online PvP, because they noticed that at least 80% of the individuals that were playing the story mode wasn't playing PvP. What can we do to get them in? Well, have them play a PvE game, and that aspect will draw them in. Well, why isn't Sony copying that formula? You see, copying that formula isn't a sign of defeat. Yeah, it's extra work, but then you have to maintain servers. And this is where the structure of the companies start to fall apart. Where Xbox has the backing of the Azure cloud, Sony doesn't. They have to go with AWS, and they have to go with other people in order to get their services up and running. Remember that time where they were backed by Azure cloud? I think Xbox traded them some transistors or something like that, and they gave them some cloud infrastructure, some servers. Sony is taking down the physical market, and they're putting servers in those places, AI servers, in order to give you a better infrastructure for the digital future that is ahead. I don't know if those AI structures or those servers are meant for game growth and development, or they're meant to house your digital lives. But if it's for game growth and development, I'm all for it, because these one and dones, and then you got to sell me skins that I can't buy, and then you got to keep restructuring live service games that you try to sell me instead of having them as some free add-on, because that's the aspect of it right there. They want to sell you the live service part, right? and don't want to craft a story. Destiny was always great because they gave you a great story wrapped around a live service package that was monetizing you throughout the whole ride. And it will have all type of seasons and battle passes and all this other stuff. And you get all this loot and all this stuff. And Bungie was at its finest like that. I think when PlayStation got them, they didn't realize how much it was to maintain. When Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, said they had a high burn rate, it was because they had to maintain that whole ecosystem of what Bungie was. And I don't think PlayStation did their homework. That's why we got stuff like Marathon really isn't hitting. Smaller investment, smaller maintaining when it comes to servers, yada, yada. I don't know how you feel about another failure over at Sony when it comes to live service games. Because at the end of the day, I do want a game that's going to make me say, yo, I'm going to play my PlayStation. Because back in the days, contrary to popular belief, I would be playing my PlayStation a lot. That was way before Xbox showed up, way before I fell in love with Halo, way before I fell in love with a ton of other games like Brute Force or Fusion Frenzy or Blinks, the Time Cat. Like titles that started to make me realize that it was more to Western culture. And I started falling in love with that. When I got a chance to play Fallout or Elder Scrolls, those titles right there kind of changed me fundamentally because of all the stuff that I was able to do. Then, because I was playing games like Kingsfield 1, 2, and 3 on PlayStation in Japanese. I just feel that they could do it right. Will they do it right? I know you guys got a chance to see Phantom Blade Zero, and I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't watch it because I played it for 2 years in a row. I've been dying for this game. And what I fear is the same thing I feared with Elder Scrolls. The end. The end. Elder Scrolls, sometimes I just go into the world and my characters are just so obese OP. Freudian slip. I'm thinking about that Horizon game. That I'm able to do what I will in that world. Some guys can kill you, but I'm fearing the end before I even start the beginning because these games don't have a long tail, and that's my fundamental problem. Now, yesterday I was talking about one of the games that I thought that was going to be at Gamescom, and I was like the single Xbox game that's going to be announced apparently by Jez, that he put that out there. And I said I would love for it to be Killer Instinct. I would just like lose my ish, right? Well, somebody was watching the show yesterday and decided to just ish on my parade. This is brought to you by Instant Gaming News and what is it? Tayabot. The new Killer Instinct was reportedly canceled by Xbox. The Killer Instinct fighting game franchise hasn't seen a new entry since 2013. Sadly, this series, originally developed by Rare, isn't expected to come back anytime soon. In a post regarding the possible Xbox announcement at Gamescom next week, insider Shipashaw, Shapeless Nick, stated that there'll be no Killer Instinct game. He even added that the new installment had been canceled in the past. He hasn't provided any new details. And that was it. Maybe it's a Killer Instinct or 1v1 versus 100. I don't care for that. And he was like, no Killer Instinct. That was canceled. I want to say thank you for pooping in my snow. Yeah. I would have liked it. Again, I'm a fighting dude. Like, I'm a fighting game dude. Like, who's not? Who isn't? Who I don't know. I'm a highly competitive individual that likes highly competitive games. That when people come over, like, you can decimate them and say, yo, you want some charcuterie? Like, yeah, bring out the grapes and the cheese on the cheese board and eat some crackers while I kick your behind. Hell yeah. What else? There's nothing better than talking smack in a fighting game. But, Y'all see the title. RuneScape is coming to Game Pass day one. A game that I thought that was going to be skipping Xbox apparently isn't skipping Xbox. And I told you, I mean, I don't know too much about RuneScape. This is brought to you by Pure Xbox and Frazier Gilbert, the official, unofficial KNN news reporter. If you know Frazier Gilbert, let him know. Xbox Frontline really loves his work. And, you know, Jack's new RuneScape game is now officially a day one release for Xbox Game Pass. The 1.0 launch is heading to the service this September. Now, I'm telling you, I could have sworn that it was a PlayStation title and a PC title. Apparently, that's not true. Hold on. Let's get back to that. Hold on. Let's get back to that. I don't know why that was silenced. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Few survive the land of dragons. But some seek more than survival.
Oh. What is this, a house building game?
They fight.
Oh, it's a fight.
They adapt.
Orcs.
They build. They stride boldly into the unknown, claiming dominion.
Yo, not for nothing. Hunters the Gathering could have learned something from this. Think about it. You think about the diversity and inclusion Horizon game, but then you saw this, right? You saw people making avatars based upon their likes or dislikes of how they want to make it. And you've seen a similar cartoon style and a delivery that looks more palatable to the gamer. Let me go back a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about.
Survival.
You don't get diversity and inclusion from this.
They adapt.
You just
They
get
build.
game.
They stride boldly into the unknown, claiming dominion and forging their legend.
Oh, magic carpet. What game was I playing? Oh, Dragon Quest. So now that it's launching inside Game Pass, I'm able to go get busy with it. Like, think about it this way. I pay for Game Pass for a reason. It's like going to the buffet for video games. I get a chance to try before I buy, and if I choose not to buy, I can play to the end and move on to the next title, right? And a title that I'm not really familiar with, I can just play it. Listen, I was just playing Hell Is Us right now earlier, and again, I'm still learning about the game as I go on. I'm hooked into the game because it has old school sensibilities. Doesn't have a jump button. It's pretty much drop you in, you figure it out. And I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't inside Game Pass. Now, I know it didn't drop day one in Game Pass, but Game Pass allows me to do that. And then there's another game called like Miss Something, a Mistfall, and I want to check that out. Again, it's nibbling, if you will, just tasting the titles, pause, as you go around. And this gives me that. So I thought that this thing was locked off over the PlayStation. I didn't know. Today, Jagex, the RuneScape company, is excited to share that their breakout open world survival crafting game, RuneScape Dragon Wilds, will be available day one with Xbox Game Pass. The game has enjoyed over 1 million players during early access, and the first from the iconic fantasy franchise to make its way to console. It would be available on Game Pass holders to play for free when it launches its 1.0 version on the 15th of September later this year. And again, it is not the most intense game, but these are titles that keeps the service second to none. Now, I don't know if it's going to be in the PlayStation service. I'm not here to tell you that it is or it isn't. I'm here to tell you that I think that Game Pass is the superior platform, and that's where I choose the game. I choose the game in that ecosystem. You see where I play on Fight Night Fridays, dudes see me, they pop in, they pop up, we play games, and we have a good time. And that's my chosen platform. Now, I do play on other consoles. Never going to tell you don't do it. Like when I go to Germany, I'm taking my Switch 2 and I'm going to download all the stuff that I need to download in order to play. I want to play Star Fox before I get there on the plane. I want to have Star Fox downloaded and ready to go. Because at the end of the day, as a gamer, having options is the best thing that you can do. Now, next week in Gamescom, Xbox has shown a ton of games. And Iron Lords, we're so locked in. Xbox Frontline News is so locked in. Every day, I have at least 5 to 6 different interviews that I have to make it to and get these interviews done. I have these games that I have to talk about and see. And from what I heard, it's supposed to be 3 times larger than TGS. I told y'all the first day at TGS, this is no lie, I looked at my watch and I thought I was bugging out. I saw 44,000 steps. And way into that, my check engine light popped. My check engine light probably popped somewhere like 20,000 steps. AJ Addict's check engine light popped at like 10,000 steps. And that's when the Crocs had to be sequestered away. And I made sure that I brought some Adidas with me. I was like, let me bring some Adidas foamies with me just to make sure that I was cool. And I brought some Adidas Boost foamies with me to make sure that I was good. And thank God, that was probably my best decision. So you already know the Adidas Ultra Boost are ready to go. I'm making sure that they're good to go before I go. And I'm not going to play any games. Making sure I got some comfortable cushion socks. I got some foot soak. I got some nighttime foot rub. I'm not playing any games. Again, I'm making sure that I take the Lamisol and whatever that stuff is for the knees. You know what I'm saying? You rub that stuff on your knees and your back and the aches and the pains. Making sure I'm taking some Tylenol, some Aleve, just in case. You guys do not know. It feel like we get beat up at these shows. And apparently, Xbox is going to beat us up the most. Pause. This is brought to you by Pure Xbox and my guy, Frazier Gilbert, the official KNN News reporter. Xbox reveals a huge list of games for its 2 Gamecoms 2026 broadcast. Think about it this way. They have so much stuff at Gamecom. It's 2 days of broadcasts. I want you to let that sink in. Normally in June at Summer Games Fest, you have 1 day of broadcast from one particular developer, right? Or publisher. And then you have Jeff Keighley, like he's on, like Friday. Saturday, you get a Sony show. Sunday, you get Xbox show. And on Monday, you get Nintendo show. Nintendo goes last. Well, this thing is so crazy that you got gameplay reveals, interviews, special guests, new trailers, and a whole lot more. So next week, 2 days, August 26th and August 27th, Xbox is going to go wild. We get there on Monday and it's going crazy because what y'all don't see is those days leading up to, that Wednesday and Thursday? Those days leading up to Wednesday and Thursday, that Monday, Tuesday is closed off for media. That's when we do a lot of our back end work and get a lot of this stuff together. Then the next days are for the public, where I heard you have anywhere from 50,000 to 80,000 people walking around there. I'm like, oh my God. Xbox is bringing you 2 days of Gamescom with gameplay reveals, interviews, special guests, and new trailers and more. Tune in for the live broadcast. Now, let me tell you something. I will be going live no matter how beat up I am next week. Every day. Try my best, even if it's for a half an hour. So if it's any games that you want to see, please leave comments. Let me know so I can go and check that stuff out. Get footage of those games. Talk to those developers. Build a rapport for those games that you want to know more about. And if you saw a game that day and you say, oh, King didn't get that interview, I think he need to get it. Make sure when I'm going live that you tune in. All right, so you have Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, of course. Alien Deathstorm? What's that? What's Alien's Deathstorm? Oh. 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 That looks decent. All right, so Aliens Deathstorm, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Got a chance to play that demo. I'm telling you, next year, y'all are in for a hell of a treat. Mega Man Dual Overdrive. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is Mega Man Dual Overdrive? What the hell is this? It's 3D. This is 3D. Mega Man? What? Accessing. Password. Game Pass. Y'all seen this? 'Cause I didn't see this. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. Forza Horizon 6, Fable, Crazy Taxi World Tour. If you know, then I got a chance to interview the creator of the game. We sat there and had a Q&A session with him. I took some pictures with him. A super dope, chill guy. I think the vibes over at Sega back in the days was probably outrageous. I really do. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, work there, or just hang out with those guys because they all seemed like rock stars. All the developers over there, AM2, all of those guys, AM3, over Sonic Team, they all seem like rock stars, man. And they're all cool as hell. All right, Persona 4 Reveal, Where the Winds Meet. Actually love that game. If you ever got a chance to play it, it's a free play game. Go check it out. It's kind of in the vein of Phantom Blade Zero. So to say, not really. Don't take my word for it. Just go check it out. Star Wars Galactic Racer, Warhammer 40K, Dark Heresy, and Terrible Lizards. What the hell is Terrible Lizards, B? What the hell is Terrible Lizards? Gotta hit that. Pause. Gotta hit that. Gotta hit that. All right, content is a lot. Gotta enter my birthday. No, I'm not doing all that. But anyway. Okay, so Terrible Lizards is something wild. What are you up to, Coco? Flight Simulator 2024, Dragon Dogma 2, Dark Arisen. They must have a DLC. Modern Warfare 4, Turok Origins. Love that. Stranger Than Heaven. Definitely want to get hands on it with that. I didn't get a chance to have hands on with this at Summer Games Fest. This is one of the games that I'm looking forward to. Stuntman Hollywood. Love Stuntman. I always love the Stuntman series. This is going to be something dope. Planet Zoo 2. Yeah, so. Oh, okay. I know what Planet Zoo is. All right, cool. All right, Planet Zoo 2. Cassette Beast 2002. What is this? Again, another NTA. I don't know. All right, Doing the Awakening dope. Armistice. Armistice, I think I remember what this was. Let's go check this out. I think I remember what this was. Blessings.
7 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Tore open.
Yeah.
And the worthy were claimed.
Yeah. I remember this. I remember this now.
We were left behind. In our desperation, we called to you, warrior, to stand against the darkness.
Yeah, because it reminded me of Cade from Destiny. You know how Cade got the gun, right? The last word. Oh! Yo! This is like if Suros was super dope.
You will forge a path through Paris, long decayed. Together,
Oh, don't worry, I play Suros.
we must reach the
It's cool.
sun's gate.
It's just wild, whack on certain
When we
aspects.
die, we will
Look at
leave
him.
this place.
Look like Rom the Space Knight mixed with Cade.
Return again.
Woo! I ain't gonna hold you, son. Yo, you saw it. He shot him until his face opened up and jammed his knife in him. Pause. I like that ethereal knife. You see, he bring it out of nowhere.
Really?
I wonder if it's made out of
Why have
photons.
you come? Is this our salvation?
Buddy.
Or is this the end?
Armistice. Yeah, definitely gonna play that. Definitely gonna play that. Definitely gonna play that. Definitely gonna get into that. There, get back to that. Let's get back to Armistice. All right, Deep Dish Dungeon. Get thought I say Deep Dish Dungeon. Okay, content is locked. Again, they want me to put in my age. I'm not signing into my joint pause. All right, Seance of Blake Manor. Sounds spooky.
In Blake Manor.
Sounds
And
spooky.
where is Evelyn Dean? Time is running out.
Crazy demonic, bro. Crazy demonic. Crazy demonic. Crazy demonic. Oh man, I messed that up. Hold on. Let me go back because I was definitely on a roll in there. Let me get back in there. Hold on. I got you, Jules. I messed that up. I hate doing that. Let me stop doing that. Here we go. Back to that. All right. And okay, so what we did the seance, Daisy, son of I think Cog and them did this game. Again, another one of those games. I gotta log into that, not doing that. Cog and them did that game. I think and he had to develop it there. It was a game sent in India, something like that, about a prince and something of another. They got that up. Our Carry On. Okay, again, another title. All right. Oh, Tides of Annihilation. No, it was Holston first. Holston is this game. This game is lit. This game is lit. I got a chance to talk to developers, right? I think they was Russian. This game is lit. Yo, look at the perspective, right? Yo, bitmap going to first person, switch back into isometric. This is what I'm talking about when I want super gameplay. Look at it. Absolutely insane. Wow! Look at that.
Pewka.
Yeah. We talked with them.
Tam jest fajna trasa.
Probably one of the most unique takes that I've seen in a long time.
Proszę tego nie robić.
Mać, daj kobiecie trochę prywatności.
I'm pretty sure that this video is demonetized and I'm gonna have to cut out the music on it. So if you're watching it and you're saying what happened to the music in this spot, I'm gonna have to probably switch it up for another music. But I remember that game. I remember having an interview with those dudes. This game is definitely dope. I don't know if we did it on the record or off the record, but again, that game is dope. Tides of Annihilation. Everybody is looking forward to this Xbox Play Anywhere title. This game is an incredible looking game. I'm not doing 4 minutes of this title. I'm sorry. I know y'all fans of Tides of Annihilation, but again, it's dope. Albion Online. What is this Milps? What's that? How is this?
My condolences. I'm an attorney at law and...
Yo, why is all this in the house
begun.
creepy crap? Whoa!
You don't stand a chance in court. You've already lost.
What the hell is this?
There is a way out. The train runs daily from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Get on it, and you're free.
What is this? Escape from the insane asylum?
Simple. If he weren't following your every move.
Policia.
But fortunately for you, the law is human too. He can get tired and fall asleep on the job. Feel scared, depressed, or...
This gotta be one of those mental games.
This is your only chance. The next train will be your last.
Yo, I'm pretty sure a lot of you dudes gonna catch nightmares.
He's here.
Nope. 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 Miss me with that. Miss me with that. So this is all the games. This is Wednesday and Thursday. King is going to be out there. I'm going to get the majority of those games. You can miss me with that last one. Not going to be doing that at all. That's not going to be a title that I'm going to be looking forward to, checking out for, or even asking about. If you want to know about the new console features that's happening today on your Xbox, this is brought to you by Pure Xbox and my man Frazier Gilbert, the KNN news reporter who is working overtime. 5 new console features begin rolling out today for Xbox Insider August 19th. A new dashboard view, manage local storage, and view your badges and more. We talked about this before. All right, so customize recent games and apps on your Xbox dashboard. Try a new immersive background mode. View, sort, and delete local game saves. Get detailed info about your Xbox profile badges. New profile badges for getting the Xbox One at launch in 2013. Purchase games will now automatically be removed from your wish list. These are the stuff that you got a chance to look forward to. Again, I'm not doing a deep dive into these things, but if you want to just go and check your Xbox out, I would highly suggest you going to Pure Xbox, checking out Frazier Gilbert. Traffic means a lot for these journalists, investigative reporters that are doing all of this work. I personally like to make sure that I highlight them so you can go over there and check out their work, because their work is necessary in this day and time where we have AI taking over. Now, I've been watching collaborations with Xbox happening. I saw the one with IKEA and I said, man, they're really pushing the envelope. Then You already know the console, the 25th anniversary console is coming out this year. The controllers, we're going to talk about that. They did one collaboration with McDonald's that I saw, and I'm like, what the hell is that about? I need more information on that, so I'm going to talk about that later. But have you ever wanted a Stratocaster? Have you ever wanted a Gibson? Have you ever wanted to play the guitar with Gears of War in your mind? Now, me, I think Last of Us is more of a guitar heavy type of game. But when you start to think about rock and roll, and you start to think about the heavy sounds of grunge or metal music, then Gears kind of fits that mold. And me personally, this is brought to you by Xbox Wire and Danielle Partis. Gears of War E-Day and Gibson unite for a custom guitar collection. Enter for a chance to win one of 3 custom Gibson guitars inspired by Marcus Venus, Dominic Santiago, handcrafted to celebrate the brotherhood of the heart of Gears of War E-Day. And these are the pictures of them. That red one looks crazy. That blue one looks insane. If you look at the blue one, it has the wings of an angel. Is that when Dominique is no longer there? Or you have the fiery aspect of the Gears. As we count down to the launch of Gears of War E-Day, Gibson Guitars and the Coalition have teamed up for a one-of-a-kind collaboration that brings together 2 legendary brands built on craftsmanship and authenticity and the storytelling. The collaboration is a natural extension of Gears' musical identity. Guitar-driven scores help define the franchise for nearly 2 decades, with Gears of War E-Day composer Adam Lawaska used no disrespect, used Gibson guitars in the recording of the game's soundtrack. Man, check these guitars out. These guitars look absolutely insane. If you're a guitar head, bro, look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that craftsmanship. I know Colt Eastwood got guitars in the background. Pretty sure that he's interested in this. I want to know, how do you enter to get one? All right, so to win a piece of the Brotherhood, starting today, fans can enter for a chance to win 3 custom guitars in total. 2 Marcus Phoenix inspired Les Pauls and 1 Dominique Santiago inspired SG. Fans in the official Xbox supported regions, you go to Xbox supported regions, can enter the giveaway starting today by liking and commenting on the announced post on the Gibson Guitar and Gears of War Instagram accounts for a chance to win one of the 3 guitars. The winners will be selected randomly, announced on October 16th. Check out the full rules and terms and conditions. Go do so. Go straight to Xbox Wire. Go straight to their page. Comment on it. Share it out. Do whatever you got to do. If you get it, post it so we can highlight you, because we want the front line to win at all times. That's my hope, that you guys get that. And to you individuals that won last week's members giveaway, again, those packages are going out on Friday, because I will be recording the videos for the weekend. There won't be any Iron Lords this weekend because we will be in the air when we're supposed to be doing Iron Lord. So we will have something for you guys to watch and see. Xbox Frontline will definitely have videos for you guys to check out. I'm going to do 3 videos, one for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Most likely, I'm going to try my best to go live on Monday, but definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, Friday I won't be going live because Friday I will be coming home. But for this, I saved the best for last. Now, I didn't get a chance to get my hands on that Wolverine cover. And I was upset. I was absolutely upset because my PlayStation looking disgusting, man. It's just laying there playing just like it was born. Utterly disgusting. No flair, no style, nothing. Just there. Just Boring game machine with no pizzazz. But Xbox says, hold my beer, King. I got you. Now, I do have my controllers coming, my Gears controller, so I'm cool on that aspect, right? And if y'all didn't know, I got this from 8-Bit Do. Gotta give a shout out to 8-Bit Do for making sure that they got this controller to me right around the time that this controller was announced. So I don't have to really run out and go get the controller that you're seeing right here for Xbox, because 8-Bit Do said to the king, I got you, my guy. Don't you worry about it. You're not missing out. And this is brought to you by Frazier Gilbert, the official KNN News reporter. Xbox 25th anniversary controller's release date, price, and other details seem to be revealed. Now, we're seeing that the controller is, according to the outlet Deal Labs, which usually always right on the money with stuff like the Xbox X25 controller, will release on October 20th, but will have a pre-order date of August 26th, which is the same day as the first Xbox broadcast of Gamescom. So again, we're looking forward to that. The controller is announced to be $79.99 with limited design. This is what you're going to get a chance to look at. That looks pretty cool. That looks incredible. There you go. You see a 25th anniversary for Xbox, 25 years. Xbox original logo in the back. Again, let me know if this appeals to you, because I'm pretty sure that Xbox will make millions of them. Unlike PlayStation trying to start a fight, Xbox will satiate the team and give you that green, if you know what I mean. And if you can't get it, well, 8-Bit Do will do it for you. 8-Bit Do. $54. If you want to get it, I play it tethered. I like it. I can play it on my PC. Has the back buttons. The game controller is dope. I put the little Norbies on it, but they send it to the boy for free. Go get that if you want to get it. If you want to get the other one, get the other one. But this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And I want to thank each and every last one of you guys for showing up today, because personally, I feel today is a great day. If you got a chance to get that Wolverine skin, controller, or console, please leave it in the messages. Let me know if you support it. If it was something that you could say, they messed up on the color scheme, I don't give two craps about that, King. Or it's one of those games that's going to have a feminist agenda, I don't care about that, King. Or I bleed green, I don't play with the other team. You understand? If you do stuff like that, then God bless you. All I'm going to tell you is, I want you to go where game is game and win is win. And I want you to try to play the Game Pass. Now, I know that's kind of slow because I was trying to turn this off before I flick it. Pause. But I told you before, I'm the unmitigated best at this. And if you got anybody better than me, then put them up.
What's a man or a king? Every thought to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but you what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talking, no wriggling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much making a portrait. Gun kick back, not Grammys from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? Every thought to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but you what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?